on, come on.
Gee, please stop yelling. I'm doing my best. Is Shorty here with the wagon?
No. Nobody's ready but me. The Clampetts are buying half of New York from a confidence man, and I'm stranded here in the middle of no place.
Gee, please calm down.
Calm down? You heard what Shorty said. That con man has already sold him Central Park. And we've got to get there before they buy the rest of Manhattan.
Gee, really?
Go and find Shorty and get that wagon here. $85 million hanging in a balance, and I'm the only one ready to go.
Except for one thing.
What's that?
Your trousers.
Excuse me, will you hold it. Just a minute. Now, look. Friend, before we disembark, there's something I'd like to explain. I have long been closely associated with the New York police force. They always love to see me come to town.
Is that a fact? Are they friends of yours, huh?
Chums, pals. In fact, when we enter the terminal, you may notice several of them may converge upon me and begin to ask questions.
What kind of questions?
Oh, questions concerning unsolved crimes. I'm considered somewhat of an expert in the field of criminology. I like to help the boys in blue whenever I can.
Well, it seems to me helping the police is as fine a thing as a fella can do.
Well, thank you. Now, they may even want me to accompany them to headquarters to speak to the captain.
Where we see you again, Mr. Schaefer? I mean, Honest John?
Central Park. Now, you tell the cab driver to take you to the statue of Daniel Webster.
Kin to you, was he?
Third cousin, if my memory serves me right. Now, look out.
Show. Here we go. By doggies, it happened just the way Mr. Schaefer said it would. Them New York police sure was glad to see him.
We no sooner stepped foot in the building than three of them came rushing up to him.
Grabbed him by the arms and pretty near carried him out. Actually, the captain had some tough questions to ask him.
Well, he's the one that can answer them. He's a smart fella.
Now, where do you folks want to go? Are you stopping at some hotel?
No, just take us to the piece of property we was buying, Central Park.
You're buying Central Park?
Oh, yes, we's gonna farm it and raise hogs and chickens and cattle there. What's that?
Sorry. Ordinarily, I don't drive like a nut. No offense. We're coming to Central Park. Any particular place you want to go?
Yeah, let us off at the statue of Daniel Webster. That's where Mr. Schaefer said to meet him.
Right.
Mr. Schaefer is the fellow that's selling us the park.
I see.
Folks call him Honest John.
What else? Here you are, folks.
Thanks for the dandy ride.
Yeah, it's 8:40.
Still broad daylight.
No, I mean you owe me $8.40.
Oh.
You want to stay around and meet Mr. Schaefer?
No, thanks. I've had it for today.
He's likely to take us around New York and show us the sights.
Yeah, have them take you by Bellevue. They'll love you there.
Here you are. Keep the change.
Oh, thanks.
Well, let's look around and see what we're buying. Thanks again, Mr. Driver.
Yeah, sure enjoyed it. Come visit us.
I can't wait.
Yonder's the statue of Daniel Webster.
You must be a pretty famous fella, Jethro.
Oh, heck yeah. There's a whole book wrote about him. It's called a dictionary.
That sixth grade education sure pays off.
All right, Shifty, you got 24 hours to get out of town.
Well, thanks for nothing, Buzz. How about my luggage?
Captain says it'll be waiting at the airport.
I think I'll see that he's on the beat for this. I am not without influence in high places. Remember, we're giving you 24 hours. So long, pals. Call me anytime. Thanks for the visit. Glad to see you, Mr. Clampett.
What did that policeman mean?
What did you hear?
He said they was going to give you 24 hours.
Oh, that, yes. Well, you see, ordinarily, New York closes promptly at 9 p.m. Lights out. Well, due to my influence, I have persuaded the police to leave the city open for 24 hours so that you may see it at night.
Right.
Times Square, Broadway, 42nd Street, all the famous thoroughfares will be lit up just for you.
You wouldn't have had to go to all that trouble.
Glad to do it. How do you like the park?
It's everything you said it was and more. Now I know why they call you Honest John.
A name I have earned by a lifetime of clean living, self-sacrifice, and devotion to my fellow man.
I'm proud to know you.
Pleasure is mine. Where's the rest of your lovely family?
Oh, they's waiting for us over by the lake. By the way, is any fish in there?
Hey, it abounds in fish. An angler's paradise.
What kind did they catch here in New York?
What kind? Well, let me see now.
This shore would make a dandy spot for the cabin.
Hey, look, Granny. There's some folks out there rowing on our lake.
Oh, it ain't ours yet, Jethro. It still belongs to Mr. Schaefer.
You reckon he just allows anybody to use it?
Looks that way.
He sure is a nice fella.
Salt of the earth.
Well, how do you like the lake, lovely lady?
Oh, I likes it fine. We can build us a cabin right here on the bank.
And fish right out of the window.
Speaking of fish, they got kinds here in New York we ain't ever caught. Honest John here was telling me about it.
Well, what kind is that?
Well, they got something called gefilte fish. And one called lox.
Hot dog. I can't wait to hook into one of them gefiltes.
You'll adore it here, friends. Peaceful atmosphere, lovely people, kind, neighborly.
Mother! Mother! Help! Come back here! Mothers!
Them rascals took that lady's pocketbook. Let's get him, Jethro.
No, friends. That's just a little game they play here called mugging. It's like, keep away.
He wasn't for sure robbing her.
In Central Park? Unheard of.
Because of you, I paid $50,000 for the Bank of Buck Tussle.
Think positive. Perhaps you'll get your money back. Oh, look, here's a young lady with some champagne for us.
Yes, I'll have one of those.
Thank you.
Here's to you, Miss Hathaway. May you live another 100 years.
Well, that's a lovely toast. What prompted the sudden change of mood?
I'm taking your advice. I'm thinking positive. I figured out a way to get my $50,000 back.
Wonderful.
It's coming out of your salary at $10 a week. And to pay me back, you'll have to live another 100 years.
I think you're the greediest, most avaricious man I have ever known.
I'll drink to that.
Now then, Mr. Honest John, let's talk business. What would you say would be a fair price for Central Park?
Now, what would you say you got on you?
Probably no more than $5,000.
That's the price.
That don't hardly seem like enough. I could write you a check.
No. Checks take time. Friends deal in cash. Look, I promised you a sacrifice. 5,000 it is. Not a penny more.
Well, doggy, there's some big ones in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I still got me some walking around money.
Well, what do you say we get up and walk around?
There she is, Mr. Clampett. Miss Liberty.
Is she beautiful?
She is for a fact.
Wouldn't that look magnificent in your park?
Sure enough would.
I'm going to let you have it for the paltry sum of $2,000.
Well, that's a fair enough price, but it's sure going to be a job lugging that rascal all the way to Central Park.
Clampett Park. Great for it. It should bear your name.
Yeah, well, like I said, moving that big statue is going to take some tall doing. Looks awful pretty right there where it is.
I think I sense a humanitarian gesture in your attitude. You're thinking of leaving it there where everyone can enjoy it, right?
Yes, sir, I was thinking just that.
Beautiful. You're a beautiful man. Tell you what I'm going to do. You see the island it stands on?
Yes, sir.
I'm throwing that in free. I say match generosity with generosity.
Oh, thank you. You know, I can't wait to bring the rest of the family out to see you.
How would you like to bring them out on your own boat?
You got one for sale?
The one you're riding on. The Staten Island Ferry.
You own this boat?
Picked it up last month from my friend, Alexander Staten. I'm willing to let you have it for exactly what it cost me.
It's a pleasure to do business with you, Honest John.
Pleasure is mine. Have you ever thought of owning your own bridge?
No, sir.
I have a bridge that I picked up at an auction last week from the estate of Oscar Brooklyn.
What you all doing?
Building a fire pit to cook our victuals in. Except we ain't got no pot to cook in, nor a cabin to throw it out of.
Well, we'll buy us an axe and a pot and go to homesteading directly.
Where's Mr. Honest John?
You know, that fella is so popular with the police, you can't believe it. We had no more than stepped off the Staten Island ferry when 2 more policemen spotted him.
They missed asking questions, did they?
They needed his help real bad. It was just like at the airport. They took him to headquarters to talk to the head man.
Sure is good to know somebody so friendly with the police.
You can trust somebody like that. I see you all changed your working clothes.
Why don't you do the same? There's a dandy spot over behind them bushes.
Good idea.
Howdy. Hey, y'all playing mugging again? Beat it. Huh?
Oh, get out of here.
Gee whiz, fellas. I was hoping you all would learn me how to be a mugger. Look, creep, this is our territory. Now take off or you get this. Oh, that's more like it. Let's play. You come on and get up and I'll take it away from you.
Okay, clown. You're asking for it.
Oh, no. That's all right. I'll take it fair and square. Come on, kid. We'll show you how to play. Oh, thanks a lot. Sure do appreciate it. Wow, that's smarts.
Wait till I give you this.
Hey, that's smarts, too. Yo, I'll play rough. But if that's the way the game is played, let's go. Yo!
Where you been, boy?
Been out playing mugging with them 2 fellers, and I won everything. This dandy iron pipe, this shiny new chain, this leather-covered fishing sinker, a set of rings, and this fancy frog sticker.
Quite a haul, boy, but you hadn't ought to play it for keeps.
Oh, that's the way you play mugging. Except I didn't mean to bend their pipe and I took it away from them.
You take all this stuff back to them and tell them you're sorry.
I ain't gonna do it. They's bad sports, and they call me some names I didn't like.
All right, I'll do it. Where is he?
Over yonder by them tall bushes.
I'll be right back.
Well, that guy was tough. What do you mean, guy? Somebody shaved a gorilla and taught it to speak.
Oh, howdy, fellas. I'm sorry my nephew took all your playthings away from you. I'm afraid he bent your pipe pretty bad. I'm glad to pay for it.
Yeah, why, that's all right, old-timer. Why don't we step behind the bushes and talk about it?
Oh, all right.
Can we have our pipe back first?
Oh, sure. Say, I might just be able to fix this for you. Yeah, that don't look half bad.
They shaved another one.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Well, I'll still be glad to talk to you about buying you a new one. You want to step back in the bushes?
Not me. No, thanks.
Hey, boys, you forgot your pipe.
Now remember, Shifty, you have 1 hour to catch a plane out of town. That captain distinctly said I had 24. Been shortened to 1. This is a prime example of police brutality and persecution. My good friend, the mayor, will hear of this. He's the one who shortened it. But I know my rights under the law. I was rushed from one precinct to another without being able to talk to my attorney. Why couldn't you talk to your attorney? My collect call was refused. You now have 58 minutes to catch your plane. Well, the city of New York has not heard the last of this. My constitutional rights have been abridged. I'm taking this to the Supreme Court. I'll make it a test case. I'll not rest until I receive complete satisfaction. One more word and I book you.
I'm satisfied. I'll rest on the plane.
Goodbye, my friends. At your service anytime. Love those dedicated lads in uniform. New York's finest.
Hey, think might hire you, too.
You spoken to them?
Well, no, but they's always so glad to see you. Hauls you around free of charge.
That they do.
They owe it to you for the way you're always willing to help them.
Well, the police have need of my vast knowledge of crime.
And you sure give it to them.
At every opportunity.
Well, come on over. Granny is cooking up some groundhog stew and gopher gravy.
That sounds atrocious.
Oh, it is. You love it.
Unfortunately, I've just received word that I must leave town.
Oh, shucks. That's too bad. Where are you going?
Probably Chicago. The heat's off there.
We sure are going to miss you, Honest John.
I shall miss you, dear friend.
Oh, here you are.
Granny says pretty near time for victuals.
Fiddles?
Yeah, a groundhog and gopher.
Perfect name.
Ellie, I wish you'd wear a dress. How you expect to get a fella when you look like one yourself?
Well, gee whiz, Paul.
Maybe she'll listen to you. Tell her she looks like a fella.
Mr. Clampett, I have bent the truth in my day, but that would be ridiculous.
What a wild goose chase this is going to be. We've got to find 4 people in a city of 8 million.
Now, Chief, it's not that bad. We'll start with Central Park.
Oh, great. Did you hear that, driver? 1,000 acres apart, 10,000 people, and she thinks 4 hillbillies will be easy to find.
She's right.
What?
I'll take you right to them. And if you're their doctor, believe me, they need you.
Well, I reckon that wraps up our business, Honest John. How much I owe you for now?
Let me see. Paid for Central Park, Statue of Liberty, Staten Island Ferry, Brooklyn Bridge. That means you still owe me for the Empire State Building and the Algonquin Hotel.
Oh, how come you bought that Algonquin Hotel?
Well, Ellie, honey, I like the notion of a hotel for Indians. After the way we treated them, they deserve a nice place to stay.
Beautiful thoughts.
Well, how much does it come to?
How much you got left?
Yeah, 4,000.
Well, actually, the 2 buildings come to $4,100, but they're yours for an even $4,000. Well, nice knowing you people.
Been our pleasure, Honest John. I'm sure the young'uns here has learned something from you.
What's that?
The joy of sharing what you own with other folks. Now, you take this beautiful park. You didn't build a fence around it like some selfish fellas might have done. You just let everybody enjoy it.
That's the truth. Kids on bicycles, people on horseback, and folks out rowing on the lake.
And lots of critters, too.
I wish you young'uns could have seen that boat of his at Staten Island Ferry. There was hundreds of people riding on it. Same way with his statue. Swarming all over it, having a good time.
And the way he helps the police.
What we's trying to say, Honest John, is that you're just about the nicest fella we ever met.
Well, I gotta get going. Well, so long.
Oh, wait, here comes Granny. She'll want to tell you goodbye.
Goodbye. Is Honest John leaving?
Yeah, Granny. He's got to go to Chicago.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's been so nice knowing you. Take care of yourself, young fella.
Yeah, I will. Swell. Well, so long.
God bless you, son.
Look, folks, I got no use for this money. I mean, what's a few thousand for somebody like me? I'm loaded.
I got plenty myself.
Give it to the Indians at the Algonquin.
There's my transportation.
Well, so long, folks. Glad to see you. To the airport, boys, and no siren, please. Gives me a headache.
Police sure is crazy about him.
With good reason. He's a dandy fella.
I hope our paths will cross again.